there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Big Brother. You guys know why you were here. Today we're talking about, is there a love triangle or unrequited love that is taking place between none other than MJ, Cam, and Chelsie? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So I have not actually talked a lot of Big Brother this season because I feel like it's kind of taken a dip. And I mean it's taken a dip basically after Cedric's elimination, so I wasn't as invested. I'll keep up with, however, who wins HOH, who's on the block, who's wins veto, and who's winning the AI arena comps, and whatever viral clips are on social media, but I haven't really been tuning in, right? And so recently, I've been kind of, checking out the feeds periodically, checking out, like, over the last few days in particular, the late night feeds, because that's usually when things pop off, or when there's game talk, or when there's other type of talk, and all the things, right? So I'm peeping this situation. Some people are calling it Petgate. Some people are calling it Headgate. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. Essentially, it seems like in some capacity, it sounds like the end of August at some point, Cam and Chelsie had a come to Jesus meeting, had some type of conversation that we never saw, in which they hashed out whatever their issues were, and it got to a point where Cam was asking Chelsie, hey, what do I have to do to get you to trust me, to be more vulnerable, X, Y, and Z. Apparently, there have been other conversations that we have not been privy to about them possibly dating outside of the show, and how Chelsie has certain boundaries due to her religious beliefs and all of these things, and we've never seen these conversations, right? And we'll see banter between them throughout the day. We've, of course, seen in the past Chelsie drag him for various reasons, in particular in regards to his hygiene. However, we've never really gotten Cam's side of things, as if there was ever any romantic feelings towards his side. We do know about the Leah thing, chasing Leah around at the beginning of the season. There was rumblings he may have possibly been into Rubina too before Tucker got there. We do not know this MJ thing. I thought MJ and Matt were into each other, and that was the whole reason. Part of the reason that Matt got, evicted was of the Showmance rumors between the two of them. So I wonder what Matt is thinking about all of this tomfoolery that's taking place, but nonetheless, things have gotten a little bit more escalated within these past few nights on feeds in particular, and throughout the day, with this cuddling, with this head scratching that is taking place, where Cam is getting his head rubbed by MJ last night in the HOH room, because Quinn's currently the HOH. Basically, Cam jumps on the HOH bed where MJ is, and she's like, he's like in between you guys. And so what's happening is all of this is taking place in front of Chelsie, right? And so the moment she peeps game, she leaves whatever room that this is taking place in, right? Whether it is in the bathroom, whether it's in the HOH room, she is getting out of Dodge, right? Well, T-Core has now picked up on the vibes, and the rest of the house has picked up on the vibes, because I believe Leah and a few other people were spreading rumors that Chelsie and Cam were in a showmance, but there was like zero receipts, or Skippy's not letting us know, right? And nonetheless, I think even Joseph thought at one point that Cam and Chelsie were a thing, right? But now they're seeing all of this cuddling, all of this petting zoo nonsense that's taking place with MJ and Cam, and now it's like freaking people out. It's like making people feel disgusted, because here's the thing. I thought this house didn't like showmances, because like I said, you got rid of Matt because you thought him and MJ were a showmance. You got rid of Tucker, as him and Rubina stupidly decided to go public with their showmance, and nobody was having it, right? And so nonetheless, spoiler alert, those of you who only watch the main show, currently Joseph and he is the replacement nominee because essentially Leah won veto and took off Angela. So it's Chemo, Joseph, and Rubina that is currently on the block. However, the trio of Chemo, Rubina, and T-Court needs to be split like yesterday. Needs to be split up because, that is really what the move needs to be for Chelsie, right? And so Chelsie, I don't know if she's playing a masterful game with this Cam and MJ angle, or I don't know if this is something that Chelsie and Cam secretly worked out. I always try to look at things from a different perspective because I see a lot of chatter on social media, right? There's a lot of chatter that, Cam's never going to be into Chelsie. He can't stand Chelsie. He should never want her after all the things that she said about him, and blah, 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 blah. But nonetheless, you guys never talk about the things that Cam has said about Chelsie, or when he's dogged her out to her face or whatever. But that's a conversation for another day, right? But I just find it interesting how hard people are pushing this narrative that there's no way that Cam could be interested in Chelsie at all. And I feel like, there has to be something that we're missing, because we never see the Rock Room late at night, you guys, when these supposed talks are happening between Cam and Chelsie. And I find that suspicious, because either there's truth to what Chelsie is saying, or there's something else going on that basically is protecting Chelsie and Cam. Because there's no other reason for us not to see the Rock Room and the conversations Chelsie and Cam are having, unless essentially production just doesn't want us to see it, right? Or they don't like blackout love, right? I believe the last time we saw genuinely a black contestant that was genuinely into black women, like for real, was his preferred type was Swaggy, right? And we saw the whole Swaley romance, right? But Kylan shenanigans, Monty shenanigans, and even Kim, I don't know. Because basically, Angela confirmed on the feeds yesterday that Cam basically said his type was, if it's not snowing, he's not going. So, nonetheless, I am still trying to piece together what is the truth and what is it that we are missing, because I am not going to sit here and drag Chelsie and call her Delulu or call her, all these other things, if in fact Kim has been feeding her nonsense. But I feel like Chelsie has the wherewithal, especially after last night's nonsense, because now it's pissed off T-Court multiple times now. So essentially, T-Court and Chelsie go into the Rock Room, and Chelsie just vents, right? She vents, she reiterates some of these personal conversations they have been having, and she said from a game perspective, if this is what Cam wants to do to flirt with other women to, help his game or help advance his game, it's fine. But from a personal level, if you're telling me something else, how you want to be with me outside the show, and we're up here making jokes that we're a cuter couple than Bina is, and all of these things, I'm going to feel a certain type of way. And I do feel a certain type of way because this is like right in my face. And yes, on one end, you're not my man, I'm not your girl, but on another end, where are the boundaries? Even with Tucker, even when he was, and she made the comparison, even when Tucker was trying to fight this thing with Rubina, there still was a level of respect that he had and boundaries that he had as it pertains to the other women, even if he was attracted to other women. He still held Rubina in a certain regard, and she said that Cam treats Chelsie like a bro all day, like they're bros, like she's one of the guys, and then at nighttime is giving her a different energy. And she's not sure at this point if it's, for real or if he's playing her, right? But nonetheless, none of these concerns up until this point have been brought up to Cam, but now essentially the entire house is disgusted, and Cam's game is in jeopardy. Because I was looking forward to a Chelsie and Cam final 2, but I don't know if this final 2 is still going to be a possibility if Cam is just throwing his game in the toilet right now for this MJ cuddling nonsense, you guys. Or is production pushing this because their previous Showmance is broken up, right? But whatever it is, it's not, resonating with the people. A lot of people are uncomfortable, and a lot of people, here's the thing, you don't really care whether or not Cam and MJ are a showmance or like each other or not, those of you that are just using it to fuel your hatred for Chelsie, I see you. Those of you who are trying to fuel this and make, judgments against Chelsie, I see you. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Just say you don't like Chelsie and go. Don't use this Cam situation, this Cam MJ situation all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, he never liked her, he's never feeling her, blah, 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 blah. No. Because here's the thing. In Big Brother history, we have seen people cuddle with each other all the time and it meant nothing. Right? It was completely harmless. It meant nothing. But these are the times that I wish Cedric was back on the show. Do you guys remember when Cedric was comforting Chelsie, was cuddling up Chelsie, and they did a pan to Cam, who was also in the room, and he gave the death stare, you guys? So, nonetheless, I feel like Cam, if he does like Chelsie, part of the reason he's being so brazen with this is because any potential other romantic option for Chelsie is not in the house. So therefore he feels that he can get away with it, and he is hoping on Chelsea's end that she is going to chase him, right? Except for she's doing the complete opposite. She's like actively running away. So we'll have to see how long this lasts and whether or not they'll have another come to Jesus meeting, or are we all being played for fools? And this is a part of their cooked up strategy to get further in the game, and we're all losing our minds on social media for nothing, right? Because deep down, I don't think that MJ truly likes Cam like that. And I do think she is fully aware of what Chelsie feels about Cam, because we saw this ever since the beginning of the season. We saw this with Matt and Leah, how MJ was always around. We're seeing this now even with the Quinn and Leah stuff, how MJ's right there now and the smack dab of things. So I feel like she gets off and just trying to see how many buttons she can push with people that she knows have crushes on some of these guys in the house, but I don't think she genuinely really likes them like that. I truly think she still genuinely likes Matt when it's all said and done. As for Cam, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's been MIA most of this season, and nonetheless, it's really a catch-22, right? So now I may have to actually watch some episodes again to see whether or not if the DR is going to address this. If we're going to find out for real if Cam is going to say either in tonight's episode or tomorrow in the DR how he truly feels about MJ and Chelsie. So I am going to be on the lookout for that. But what do you guys think about this? Listen, here's the thing, right? Because you guys know I talk Love Island. You guys know I talk a lot of these reality TV shows. And the thing that I can't stand is it seems that there's an intent on, casting in particular black women who have a preference for black men that they would like to be, in romantic relationships with, date, whatever, right? But they intentionally now cast black men who are interested in anyone, right? Which is fine. You could be interested in whoever, right? The issue at hand comes into the self-hatred, right? And the putting down of black women to uplift other is where I have the problem, right? But as far as this Cam thing, I felt he kind of came in based off of his introductions and everything else, because I thought he was from the DMV, so I thought he was into black women, right? But now I don't know. But that doesn't mean anything considering he was a former professional athlete, right? None of that matters when it's all said and done, especially this day and age. But I truly, to be honest with you, I truly don't know if it's a situation where Cam doesn't like anybody and he's just bored and desperate for physical touch of something. It's been how many days in the house now? And, some of these people, their hormones are going out of control and all these things. People, are just trying to get any type of attention anywhere, and anybody starts to look good after a certain number of days and all of these things. I don't know if it's that or if he genuinely is feeling Chelsie, but wants to protect their games and has saw what happened with Tubina, with Matt and MJ, and wants to preserve whatever they have. But the problem is the entire house is peeping game and is peeping that this Cam and MJ thing, something's not right. But the other piece that I am kind of feeling a way about is nobody has the balls to confront Cam or MJ about it, because on the flip side, some of them really deep down don't really care as much as they're making it seem, right? But they know that it'll be content potentially for the show. So now all of a sudden they're outraged. I think the only two people who are genuinely feel away is T-Core, because she's getting closer to Chelsie, right? And she's using this thing to try to see if she can infiltrate it and try to secure an all-girls alliance, which I still don't think is going to happen. And then Rubina feels a way about this because she looks at all of the scrutiny and criticism her and Tucker received, as well as Tucker being gone now from the house, and how this is so blatant of what MJ and Cam are doing that there's no way her and Tucker would have been able to get away with that. So she feels a certain way that, like, basically there's zero consequences, right? But we have an HOH coming up tomorrow, so there might be consequences, right? And by consequences, I mean MJ might be moving up the ladder on the next eviction, right? Her and or Cam. But I have a strong feeling, I actually agree with Chelsie, that there is a strong possibility that Cam might win this next HOH. And that would be hilarious, right? But I hope it's a double eviction HOH and not an actual week HOH, because I feel like then the feeds are going to be a hot mess of who is going to be doing the standout and the lookout and all these things in that HOH room to see what woman Cam chooses is going to be a hot bleeping mess, you guys. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts about this. What do you guys think of this MJ, Cam, and Chelsie saga? My thing is this, and Keisha Cole said it best: if a man is not going to treat you the way you want to, let him go. like it's pretty, and I feel like Chelsie knows that. But I feel like something has happened that we have not seen, because Chelsie seems pretty down bad, because why are we requesting Freakum Dress by Beyonce? Why are we requesting Deja Vu by Beyonce out of all of Beyonce's catalog? You should be requesting Chelsie, me, myself, and I. But nonetheless, there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.